Welcome to the Terrance Henry Experience. We got a new year. It's a lot going on. I got a special guest, somebody I've been wanting to interview for a very, very long time. Lovely Lay Beats. What's up?
I'm doing good. How are
I,
you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm alive and breathing, so I can't complain.
How's your new year going for you so far?
It hasn't really started.
Nah?
No, I've just been working,
Yeah?
honestly. Just been working, making beats, and just preparing.
You preparing?
Yeah.
What, for the next album or the one that's out now?
No, not for no next album. Just for some singles, some
Okay.
new music. I'm going to do some beat packs probably around in February, drop a little something. And yeah.
It's so much to unpack because I listened to the album, right?
Okay.
And I listened to all of it, right?
hmm
And when I think about people who make music, I kind of feel like it gives you like their personality in a way.
Yeah.
You ever feel like that? Like
hmm
certain things and
Just a
every
bit.
and some of it you hear from you have a sound that's not it's different from what we hear now. It's real soulful
I
hip
hear
hop.
that a lot too.
Yeah, you
Kinda
do?
like a Kanye West type of
Yeah,
vibe,
yeah.
but I don't know, it's different. Yeah.
So back in my day when we was doing beats and stuff like that, we had like a Triton and an MP3. We had
Uh-huh.
all those things, you know what I mean? We was doing it from scratch. But then when digital came around, we had like Fruity Loops and those things
Yeah.
and those type of processes. And what I wanted to ask you, since you've been doing beats, you tell me about the time it was for your very first beat. Because we don't
Okay.
talk about stuff like that. So your
Yeah.
first beat, what was going through it? What was the emotion throughout all that?
So the emotion behind it was, if I
Yeah.
can remember, because it was 5 years ago,
That's cool. That's cool. We all right. We got time.
I
Come on.
just wanted to make some music, and I said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna learn how to do this. I keep trying to like poke around music, and I
Yeah.
like it, but I just don't know how to do it.
Right.
So I was getting frustrated. I was angry at that point in time because
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, it's certain notes that has to be in the same key, and
Mm.
then the beat pattern has to align with the structure, the
Okay.
melody, and everything like that. Like, it's
Yeah.
a science behind it, of
It's a
course.
science behind it. This is what I'm
And I
saying.
was just like, "Bruh, I'm tired of this." So I
Yeah.
just kept going, and I kept going, and I was just like, "Okay, I got it." And it was kinda like this Beethoven type of trap beat mixed with,
Oh, that sounds dope.
yeah, it was like this
Beethoven type of track.
crazy. Yeah,
Okay.
and it was really good, and I was, like, proud of it. I was just like, "Okay, I like this. This is cute."
Did you try to
And
rap off of it?
did I? Nah, I didn't.
So what you do? So you just let it just
Yeah, I just let it
and then
be,
you
and I
just
put it
kept
on my
going with your
YouTube
song?
channel, and
You,
I
s-
create, yeah.
you still got it?
On my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
No, I took that down. Y'all not about
Why?
to see that?
You gotta keep your first
No,
beat.
no, cause
Everybody
I don't
gotta have
like it
it.
no more.
But you never know who may use it though.
Nah,
Nah,
nah.
it was that bad
To me, it was
to
because
you.
I know my ears now, and I'm just like, that's not working.
Okay.
No.
All right. So the album is out, Fly
Mhm.
High, and I was listening to the intro, and I love the intros. Like
Thank you.
it spoke a lot and it was wholesome. Was that
Mm. That's my
your
grandparents.
grandparents on
Yes,
there?
yes,
And they would
my
speak
grandparents.
your grandparents. They were speaking life into what it is that you want to do. And
Mhm.
I think we live in a time now we don't have that. Like
No.
where especially our
We
elders.
don't. Like, my grandmother is 91 years old. My
Uh-huh.
grandfather just passed away. God bless his
Yeah, may
soul.
rest in peace.
He was on it, and I asked him, I said, "Hey, can y'all guys give me some motivation? Like, I
Hmm.
just want to record your voices and just basically create a memory." So it was just like, "You sure you want something from us?" And they started
Yeah.
laughing. I was just like, "Yeah, of course." So they did that, basically that spiel, and it was like, I want to say 6 minutes long, the whole
Hmm.
voice note, and I just chopped it up and I created it into like a minute intro.
Mm.
And yeah, I put some piano behind it, a little bit of reverb and effects to it, and I loved it.
It was amazing.
Thank
It
you.
was amazing, definitely amazing. Coming from like a creator perspective, and putting this album together. What
hmm
made you want to put this album together?
Yeah, so really the album is, I want to say, 2, 3 years in the making. I've
Okay.
been saying I wanted to do an album, and I just never did it. And so I was just like, I want to find the best artist, number
Hmm.
one. I want somebody who's going to be consistent, who's going to help me promote the album, and somebody who's good. So I was scouting artists in Delaware, Philly, Jersey, Atlanta, like all over the place.
Hmm.
And I was working with P. Dot 57, Son of the 215, Freeway. That's a few artists who's on the album.
Correct. Yeah.
And everything went great. Like, all about energy when it comes into the studio or wherever I'm at. Like I
Hmm.
have to be in an environment where I feel good, where it's upbeat and it's positive. So the album basically is kind of a mixture between positivity, happiness, and a little bit of rah-rah
I got that.
involved.
I
Yeah.
got that. But it's more of positivity. Even the rah rah, there was
Mhm.
some of it in there. One of the tracks I was listening to last night. But you know, to go down through that journey, is it like when you are talking to these artists and when you in there and when you're doing the beats, is it like you just send it to them and they just send something back, or they tell you like I
It's a
want this type
mixture
of
of
beat?
both,
How is
really.
that like? Is it kind of like a
Yeah. So basically, what I do is like I'll send some tracks to them, or I'll have it on my B stars, and we'll just take it from there. They'll be like, "Yo, Lay, like I really like this beat. Like, can we do something with this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Like, let's go to the studio, or you can go on your own time and you send it back to me." And
Mhm.
that's normally how it works.
That's how it works? That's
Hmm.
good. That's good. I remember a time. So true story. A long time
Okay.
ago, they had like these. It was a CD. It was called Acid. You remember? You probably remember Acid
Acid.
Pro. Acid Pro.
No.
Yeah, this is a long time
But
ago.
say I'm a
Yeah.
2000s baby, so like I'm 25.
No.
Don't know about
So
that.
yeah, so like Acid Pro was like kind of like how Fruity
Okay.
Loops was, but it was like you just put it on the CD, but you had to
A
scan.
CD.
Yeah, CD. Yeah, I
Oh
know it's
wow, that was
crazy.
a minute
Yo,
ago.
it was a
Okay.
CD. I had a microphone. I thought I was a true rapper by the time. Man, it was bad.
Oh man,
It was
you
nothing
still
that
got that?
what the acid
Yeah.
what the still do I still
Yeah.
got it? I lost it.
Ah.
But you know what though? If I ever do find it,
Okay.
I will let you see it.
You better.
I am. I'm gonna let you
Okay.
hear. I'm gonna not see. I'm gonna let you hear
Hear
it.
it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
let you. I'm gonna definitely let you hear it.
Okay.
So let's get back. As far as with the album, right?
Mhm.
You got Kerr on there,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
He got on it on your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
2023.
got it on
Uh
your
huh.
birthday. You got that verse. What was you going through your mind that you got somebody that was
On that
pretty much
caliber.
established? Yeah.
Honestly, I was excited.
Hmm.
I was like tired that day. I didn't even want to go to the event, truth be
It's always
told.
like that.
I didn't have the money to get there. It was all the way out Jersey at the time. And I'm just like, yo, I only got $20 to my name.
Hmm.
How am I going to get into this event?
You gotta make it stretch.
Yeah, and I made it
$20 make it
stress,
stretch. Yeah.
and we bought the ticket to get in there.
Uh huh.
And, at the time, I was talking to one of these artists, and he was just like, "Yo, Lay, like, I got you."
Hmm.
And he was just like, "I'm gonna introduce you to Core." So I
Hmm.
said, "Okay, cool, great." It was my birthday. I was tired, but I said, "I'm still gonna go through with it." So we went. And we was talking and he was really great. He was nice, he was sweet.
Hmm.
And he was just like, "All right, let me hear some of your music." And I said, "Okay, cool." So I showed him to it on my phone and he did a little head bobbing and I was just like, "All right, like this
Yeah.
is gonna go somewhere." And we
Yeah.
did the whole video and it just went up from there.
You know what I feel like? I feel like when divine intervention, when something is meant for you, always happens when it's supposed to.
Yeah.
You ever feel
That's
that?
how I
Like,
feel about it too.
yeah. So it's like
Divine timing.
it's always
Yes.
around the time when you feel like you don't want to go somewhere or do
Mhm.
something, and then you always say, you know what? I'm glad I went.
Yeah.
I'm glad I went because it always put these pieces together. You falling in love with beats. Um,
Mhm.
when did you know that this is something that I want to do? This is something that is for me.
I would say around like 2020, 2019, around that time frame. I felt like I'm just graduating high school and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. I went to college for a bit and I said, okay, I like music, but how do I make a career out of it? How do I make money from it? How do I grow and excel? And when you're 19, going on 20, and so on, you're still figuring yourself out.
Hmm.
So I was just like, okay, I love music but I still don't know fully how to do it.
Hmm.
And that's when it came into this turning point where I was just like, okay, I'm going to figure out how to do this. I'm going to learn like music theory and just take it from there.
Music theory.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Was that in college?
No, so I had to learn that on my own, like through
Okay.
YouTube videos
Yeah.
and like different production skills and things of that. And also talking to people. It's all
Yeah.
about your connections and who you know and how you treat people.
Mm. And it's music theory.
Yeah, music theory, you can learn it on YouTube, you
Wow,
can
that's
learn it
crazy.
really anywhere,
I
honestly.
I guess it's because when I was maybe because of the album, it sh- shows your personality, what type of
Mhm.
music you like, and I guess that's somewhat of
Yeah.
the theory of where that comes from, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, because on your YouTube channel, I saw where you were teaching people
Yeah,
how
yep.
to do.
Different, like what's it called? Keynotes or
keynotes
drum
and doing,
patterns. Yeah,
and there was a lot of stuff going on there to do that.
it
Like,
is.
how long does you feel like it takes to a process to like really just do a beat?
It depends on the day and
It
how I'm
is
feeling. Like,
really
if I feel like I want to knock this out and make like 10 beats in a day, I could.
good.
But if I feel like I'm not really up to it and I just want to make one beat or so and I'm tired, then that's what I'm going to do.
That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm not about to force it.
You know what I always ask people that are really great at what they do.
Hmm.
Um, before the album come out, did you ever feel like there was any like type of pressure?
Yes,
Tell
completely.
me about it, because you where do you feel like that pressure come from? Because
It comes from myself.
okay, and why is that?
Because I want to be like the best that I can possibly can.
Hmm.
Like I want to beat the person who I was last year and the year before and just
Yeah.
become better, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So that's where the pressure came and it was just like after I made that song with Corey, it was just like, okay, what's
Yeah.
next for Lay?
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
know, you're working with this high mainstream artist
Yeah.
and granted it was only one song, but it was still like what's next?
What's
So I was
next?
just like, maybe I put it on myself, but it turned out great, and I was happy with the outcome.
You know what my theory is about people put pressure on themselves when you're trying to become great and all. I kind of feel like you got to put yourself in some scary positions.
You do.
Really got to put yourself in uncomfortable
You gotta get out your comfort zone.
situations. And you know, a lot of people can't do that.
No, I barely could
You
do
know,
it at the beginning. I was
but
just
you
like,
you you.
no.
So let me ask you: you couldn't do it, but it was something in you that told you you wanted to do it because whatever was going on in your life, because you
Yeah.
said this is not for you, and when
Mm.
you found it, this is what elevation was coming in there, right?
Yes.
And you'd be like, "Oh, I'm glad I did it," right?
Mhm.
I remember when I first did my first interview,
Okay.
I dragged. I didn't want to do it.
Why?
Well, my first interview, it would be 10 years
Oh
on
wow.
camera, 10 years.
Okay.
Um, what was it? It was February of 2016 when I first started
Mm.
my show. And the first person I was interviewing, I remember who she was. She passed away, but
Okay.
she rest in peace. It was a lot of processing, not
Yeah.
only for that person, but for me as well. And I'm like, I don't, yeah, the
Preparation and
preparation, and you under pressure. That pressure is because you take it seriously, but it
yeah.
turned out beautiful.
Okay.
So that pressure,
Yeah.
it worked.
Turns you into diamonds.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying. So I think that all great people, we all feel pressure, even when sometimes we feel like they're like, "Oh, you make it look so easy."
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not at all. Like it's sleepless nights.
Hmm.
Like I just was up last night, maybe till like 2 a.m. making beats.
Making beats.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's like I gotta keep going. I gotta
Yes,
keep
I
doing it.
do. Because if I don't stay consistent, if I don't keep going, then it's just like, what am I doing this for? Like at the end of the day, I want to be able to be financially stable and
Hmm.
have my own income and not have to work a 9 to 5 job.
Right.
So how else am I going to build it if I'm not consistent?
Not consistent. I'm the same way. Like I'm up, I start writing something down. Cause if I don't, I'll probably, forget.
Yeah.
You know, it's the method of just like everything that we do. We just get up and we just
Mm-hmm.
doing it. Like you just get up and you just do it urgency. Let me make a beat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That creative spin of it all. I don't think some people understand that, do you?
No, they don't. Some people, they're in and out of it or they just don't want to do it. Or, sometimes there's circumstances in life where it prevents you for a little while and you feel like you can't mentally because that's where it all stems from mentally. And you just got to prevail and keep going.
Something I wanted to ask you that was really great I had for you.
Okay.
I was when you think about your circle
Mm-hmm.
and the people around you,
Yeah.
right? Because when I came in, I asked you, I said, "How's your New Year?" You like just working,
Yeah,
right?
seriously.
Um, I found out, when you are becoming into your success,
Mm-hmm.
have you noticed or anything from certain people where it's like different? You ain't got to mention. It's not about mentioning nobody's name. It's not about,
Yeah.
but just observing for yourself from your success.
What, like how they act towards me or?
Yeah, because sometimes when you're doing good, people see it, and
Mm-hmm.
then it's like what's around you was it was for you then, but it's not for you now.
Yes and no
Yes
type
and
of
no.
thing. Like I did have some people around me who was that type of way,
Okay.
but it was just like I picked up on it. I'm very big on energy, like I said. So it's just like I know people intentions and I know how they are. So it's just like if I feel that type of way, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
Yeah, hit the
You out of
door.
here.
Yeah.
Your tolerance is like where it need to be
It's
at.
thin.
It's
No,
thin.
I don't got
Yeah,
patience for
yeah,
it.
me either. I'm the same way. Like I'm good. Like with energy, if I feel something, my heart
Mm-hmm.
start pumping real fast. For real, you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
it's
That
just like a gut feeling
yeah, you
and
like
you just know.
something ain't right.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to let
Yeah.
it all out. They'll
God be telling me. Yeah.
tell you right
God tells me.
all the time. Um, with the album,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, so it's on Apple.
Yes, all streaming platforms, Tidal, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spotify, anywhere you stream music, it's there.
So Del P was on the album.
Yes,
Del
yes.
P. So I knew Del P back in 2014.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I've been knowing for some time. But let me ask you,
Okay.
how did it go about you getting Del P on the album? And
So long story short, I think I
yeah,
met Del P from First Lady Tweet. She is an amazing person. She does Concrete Moguls magazine, so
mm-hmm.
make sure you get with her. She is amazing. She gives me like a whole bunch of awards for like music producer of
Word,
the year and
yeah,
things of that nature.
deserve
And
it.
she honors
Congratulations, yeah.
thank you. She honors like just black entrepreneurs in general. So I believe I got the introduction from her and just, that's how I met Del P, and then we just blossomed from there. We talked to each other, and he's real close to my dad, and they talk as well. So, and
Oh,
I
gee,
said
for
to him,
real?
"Yeah, he is like for real. He
Yeah, that's
talks to
good.
everybody,
He
like
knows
all my
everybody.
artists. Like he talks to them more than I do sometimes.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. That's what's up. I kind of figured that.
Mhm.
Um, something I wanted to ask you. I
Okay.
know you do the beats, right? You know you
Yeah.
got the beats, the albums out. Fashion shows.
Ah, yeah. That.
Tell me about that.
Uh.
I know I had to ask you this question. I'm sorry.
Why?
Like I had because you've done one before.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it again.
Nah, you done for good this time.
I'm done for good. You're not seeing me do another fashion show in your
What
life.
happened to the last one you did?
It was great. It was wonderful. It was at the Harris Casino in
Okay.
Chester, PA. Like I said, it went great. It was fireworks. But I preparing for it, the fashion designers and just the whole cabal of getting the models and making sure everything is done correctly. The timing, you have to make sure like when it comes to the models coming out and you got to have a time slot to make sure that it all
It all
fits. And if
spits.
it's not done properly, it's a done bun.
So what else do I say fillet? Like what is it else besides the beats?
Okay.
What else? Besides, because I know it's something else because you do the beats.
Yeah.
What else do you feel as though you want to branch off besides that music producer range? What else? You want to rap yourself? You want
No,
to sing?
I thought about singing at a point in my life, and I was
Yeah,
just like, I don't know if that's for me. Maybe I'll venture into it.
I think you should try it.
Yeah, a lot of people
Yeah,
say,
just tap in just a little bit. You never know.
we'll see. We'll see
Okay,
how the cookie crumbles. I
okay,
can't tell you everything, y'all
all
got to see, y'all got to wait.
right. No, no, that's good. That's good. No, that's good. So, in that process, so you're not gonna do the modeling no more.
No,
You're
that's a
not.
dub.
Okay, you're not gonna do that no more.
No,
Okay, all right, cool. And the second album is gonna come out when?
I'm not doing no second album. Who told you that?
That's what somebody told me.
Well,
I
that
was
little
doing my
birdie lied to
research.
you.
Yeah, they was like,
No.
yeah, they coming out with a second album. And I was like, oh, all right.
Nah, not at all. Like maybe if like I feel up to it, but again, like I said, it's just a lot that goes
Goes along
along
with
with
it.
it, and
With it.
people don't understand. Like if you don't promote it correctly, or if you don't have the right artist for the right song, then it's not going to go well. And it's all about the energy in the studio and like if they're willing to put the time and effort in.
Yo, so what's your beats? Like, do you ever like when you do your beats? Do you ever be? Is it ever a point where it's okay, we have these beats.
Yeah.
All right, who do I want on these beats? Or this beats for this person. This beat is for
Yeah,
that person.
sometimes I do that and I'd be
Okay.
like, okay, I hear like a certain voice on this beat, and I text them, I'd be like, hey, like, how do you feel about this? Like, do
Hmm.
you feel like it needs to be tweaked, or do you hear yourself on this? Sometimes they say yeah, and then sometimes they say no.
Is it like a pitch delivery when you like for your beats, like when you like, or you just send it? Because sometimes people,
No.
artists are very worried about everything.
Yeah.
They like they have like these
For me, it
rituals.
isn't.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just send it to you and be like, "Hey, this is what it is. If you like it, that's great. If you don't, that's great."
Okay. That's good. That's good. Have you met any other people or anybody in the industry that make beats as well?
Yes, I have met Jay Sparks. He's local in Philly.
Okay.
Who else have I met? As far as producers rise, I met a lot of producers. I just can't really think of any at this moment.
Who is it that you inspired by?
Now,
Yeah. Why would not? It don't have to be now. It could just be any type of producer. It could be anybody, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a.
no, I used to be real inspired by like Timbaland, Missy Elliott, Pharrell, that type of thing, Jay Dilla. But I'm just trying to find my new wave. Like I
Okay.
want a new sound and everything like that.
Okay.
So I'm still figuring that
You're
out.
still figuring out the sound that you're trying to identify yourself
Yeah,
with.
right now. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think the album, for me hearing it, I feel like it's definitely it gives me. I feel like you have you're identified about how the type of music that you make or whatever, and I thought it was dope. But I know there's music elevates and it
Yeah,
changes and
of
things like
course.
that. But listening to that, man, I just want that. I want that back. That real hip hop.
Okay.
That real just
Yeah.
bars and everything. I just feel like it's not the same no more. It's just more
Cause real hip hop sometimes is dead. Like it's yeah.
sometimes.
Well, for me, I don't listen to mainstream radio. Like I don't.
Neither,
Like I'm
neither.
listening to gospel music now. Like I'm listening to different type of artists.
So they
Like
got gospel rappers out that are hot. They really
yes,
banging.
they do.
Yeah, no cursing and none of that. I just be like,
Yeah.
yo, they nice.
I've been listening to some recently, and I'm working with a Christian artist now.
Yeah.
So hopefully we got something in the
Oh,
works.
that's gonna be dope. That's
Yeah,
gonna be dope. They from Delaware. They from Philly.
they from Delaware.
They from Delaware.
Hmm.
Okay. What type of software with the Fruity Loop? That's what you're working on now, right?
Yeah,
Is that
Fruity
the
Loops.
software that you use as
Yes,
is for it?
for the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so let me so tell me how this all works now, because I'm old school, right? Because I'm the CD person.
Okay.
I'm a little older on that,
Uh
but
huh.
with the digital, is it compressed and then it's just like you just send it to their email and
Like
then
far as the beats or far as
yeah,
the production
the
wise
the
and
production,
building
all
it.
that on the studio, all how did it all go now? Because I know
Okay.
I'm showing my age. I know.
So far as production wise, you have a DAW. It can be Logic, FL, or like Arcade, or any like Pro Tool you want to use,
Okay.
basically. And it's the hi hats to build up the drum pattern. I might talk like a nerd for
No,
this,
no, you
but
cool. People want to hear this stuff. They
so
want to hear how this all the people out there work with my camera. Everybody out there that want to do beats, Leia's gonna give us going.
yeah, I'm
She's
about to
gonna
give
break
you
it
some
down.
game real
Okay,
quick.
give us some game.
All
Okay,
right.
go ahead. I'm
So
listening.
when you're building the beat, that's, first thing you got to do is get your DAW ready. Make sure you know everything about your DAW. Because if
Okay,
you don't know how to work your DAW, then you're just really useless. Like
okay,
it's pointless. So you build your drum pattern, hi hats, kicks, snares, whatever you want to do, however you want to add. And then you can build your melody, like your keys or your synth, your pads, and so on and so forth. And then you just basically transition it into like a storyline, like far as the artist and arrangement on how you want it. Like an intro can be 4 to 8 bars, and then a verse, and then a hook. That's normally how it is. Or you can
okay,
just mix it up and do something different.
okay. No, that
Yeah.
sounds dope.
And that's how it goes far as for the beats. Far as sending it out and everything like
Yeah,
that, then really it's up to the artist to choose. Like if they want an R&B or hip hop, trap, pop, experimental. Like there's so many genres out there, like, we just
right.
discussed. So yeah, it's just mainly up to the artist to decide on what lane they want to go.
That's yeah, that's definitely good. But you know what I always think, like when you have a good beat
Hmm.
and then somebody rap off your beat and it don't sound like how you ain't got it. Listen, we don't
Yeah,
gotta
we had
talk
that
it.
problem
Yeah, we had it. See, we're gonna call that a problem right now. We know
we
name, we're gonna
had
call that
that
a problem.
problem.
So how is that like that's what I'm saying. Like I always feel like it goes back through personality, who a
Hmm.
person is, their
Yeah.
character, and then you hear what you think you're going to hear from them. It's
And it
not.
don't turn out that
It don't
way.
turn out that way.
No.
And then it's like, how do you break that down? Like, how do you just tell them, hey, listen, this is not it, or is it? It's like having a conversation with HR and letting them know they're not doing good at their job.
Yeah, I mean, Like sometimes it just depends on the artist. Like if I'm real cool with you, then
Yeah.
of course I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Okay.
But I don't want to be hurting people's feelings sometimes, and I just be like, yeah, like it's great.
You say that?
I be like,
You
yeah,
tell them
it's
it's great?
great. Yeah,
No, you can't
like
do that no
I
more.
don't want to hurt their feelings
Nah,
because sometimes they be real into it and they be like, yeah,
nah.
like I love it, Lay, and
Mm-mm.
I be like, do
Nah,
you?
Lay, you can't do that.
So yeah,
You gotta tell them. Like, listen, all due respect, I feel like you could be better
with telling
on
them the
yeah,
truth.
yeah, on this track.
Okay.
Your projection
The projection.
is not that
I mean,
good.
in the studio, like if I'm in the studio working with you, then that's a different story.
Okay.
But if you're, sending it out and you want it to be on all platforms and everything, then yeah,
Yeah, tell them. Cause that's
tell
your
them,
beat.
yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? In a nice way, right? When
Yeah, I'm just very honest. I'm a blunt person.
there
So
you
if I
go.
tell you like it's trash,
Yeah.
it, it's
You
trash.
gotta
Like
tell
your
them.
feelings is gonna get hurt, and that's
Hey,
why I be trying to avoid.
you ain't gotta avoid that. I think when you in the I think anything in life, when it comes to something, especially your friends or whoever
Yeah,
it is, it's ways to, let them know. Cause you don't want them embarrassing themselves.
of course.
Right?
I just have to do it in a
In
polite
a polite
way.
way.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what I be trying to do,
Trying to do that
and
now.
it don't be
You
polite.
know,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the harsh reality of it
Mm.
sometimes is people just have to hear the truth.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
You're not that good. Go
Yeah,
back.
I know.
Even when I was doing, so people used to send me podcast stuff all the time, right?
Okay.
And they used to ask me, "What do you think?" And I
Mhm.
straight up and tell them, "This is not good. You got to work on this. This is
Dang.
yeah." Because it's the thing. If I soften you and tell you that way, whatever error and
It's still
trial,
gonna be
it's
bad.
still gonna be bad.
Yeah.
But I want them to take that hit so they can ask
Actually,
me,
and
"Well,
get
what can I
better.
do to improve?" I got that told to me before.
Yeah.
I almost cried.
So did oh dang, did you?
Yeah, yeah. Cause look, I was working at I was working at the radio station,
Okay.
and it was something said to me. It was like, "Yo, this is horrible." You know, how-
See, I never had that issue, like,
I sat there. It was I was 20 something years
cause
old. Can you
I
imagine?
know when beats are good and I know when
Yeah,
it's not far as for me. Like
right.
nobody never came to me and be like, "Yo, this is trash."
Because
Like,
it wasn't.
yeah,
You get that strong head nod, like, all right.
yeah. I be getting that. So I know, and like really they don't gotta say nothing either. Like
Hmm.
just off your facial instructions
Right.
too. So
Your facial expressions first do tell you a lot
yeah,
about somebody. You know
it
that, right?
do.
It do. It'll just
Yeah.
you'll be like, you ever see something
Hmm.
and you'll look at it and you'll be like, and they be like, fix your face.
That's how I be.
I can't
My
hide
face
it.
speaks before me sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't hide it though. I try, but
Yeah.
I just can't hide I can't hide certain things. Um you've been in the industry and I wasn't gonna bring this question up, but I think I
Hmm.
just want to know a little bit more now beyond that.
Okay.
You being a female
Uh-huh.
and you doing the beats and everything like that in the male dominant situation, how was that part been working for you? I know this probably you hear it all the time.
I do.
I know you do. I was trying
It's
to stay away
okay. It's
from
all
it,
right. I
but
knew you was gonna ask.
I didn't want to ask, but I want your perspective on it,
Hmm.
to see if it's, anywhere around it at what you saying.
Well, it's not really difficult for me because I don't mind it. Like
Yeah.
I'm a cool person. Like as long as you want to work and make music, that's cool. But if you try and do all that extra stuff, I'm just not with it.
Has it been a point where in that, and not even just like with a male or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking on that, but I'm just saying in general where it's something that made you feel uncomfortable
Hmm.
um because you in the industry and you make these beats. There was something that made you like, nah, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah, a few
Yeah,
times. I was
yeah,
just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm good. Like it's just sometimes when artists don't want to work or if they don't cooperate the way like it should go really in my head because of
right.
course it's just all in my head, but it's just like it's certain things that you just don't
Don't do.
do.
You just don't do
And I just don't like that. So sometimes when I had those instances, it was just like, yeah, it makes me not want to do music.
that at all, or
Yeah, they
just
be pissing me off. I
really?
be like, bro, like this was stupid. What are
Yeah,
you doing?
the music, the
Yeah,
of
like it just
course,
be little things, but
yeah.
after a while, little
See,
things
this is the
add up,
producer I'm talking
and I'd
about
be
right
like,
here.
bro, like
Yeah.
that was dumb. So
See, this is what I'm
yeah,
saying though, right? You see?
but that's what I mean. That's why I just like it's just sometimes I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna just let it go.
Do you feel like now in the industry because it's like I hear all the I'm not really into the music, right? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And no shade to the young boys that was ever doing their thing. I appreciate whatever they got going on. But do you feel like in this time and era it's really such a small patch of like lyrical people that are out there that are really doing good? Like, because you really gotta
It's all
find them
about
now.
where you go.
Yeah.
Like if you're stuck in one area, then of course you're gonna know everybody and you're gonna know that not everybody is very lyrical.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta spread your wings and travel.
And travel, right?
That's my main thing. Like I wanna be known all across the world,
All
not
across the
just in the
world.
tri-state area. Like,
Yeah.
cause I know mainly everybody in Philly, Jersey, Delaware, like you gotta go and out.
You know what's crazy? I was listening to one of the songs with the female on the track. I like that
The
song.
R&B.
Yeah, the R&B.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you want to tap in a little bit more of the R&B or whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna do a Valentine's Day beat pack and I'm gonna
Damn,
do a
you
photo shoot and
oh,
everything
that's
like that.
dope.
So
Yeah.
yeah, make sure you're on the lookout for
I
that.
am gonna be on
February
the lookout.
14th.
That's what I wanted to see. This is where
Yeah.
I wanted to get at. I knew you was
Okay.
doing something. I knew
Mhm.
you was doing something.
I
There we
can't
go.
tell you everything now. I just told you.
I know. I was waiting. I was trying so hard to get it. I said, I know she's doing something.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, that's good. So that's coming out on the 14th. Are
Yes,
you
that's coming
excited
out on
about
the
it?
14th. Yeah, I am because, I normally do like hip hop and
Yeah.
trap, but now I'm just like, okay, I want to do something different. R&B, like a lot of people love it.
Mm.
So, yeah, that's the plan.
I always tell people, when you're doing something, you ever get to a time where as though like you don't want to do nothing at all? And even though you're doing it, you're consistent and being good. Like when you're reaching your goal,
Mhm.
right? You gotta do when you're mad, you gotta do when you're sad, you're
Yeah.
happy, you know. How does that transition of you making beats?
Mhm.
Like you doing it when you mad, you like like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Have you ever had that before?
I had it last night. I was just irritated. I said, I'm just make a beat, blow
Yeah.
some steam off and yeah, I'm gonna just block these people off.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And you damn, I wish you would have brought the beat with you. Cause I would want to hear it. Because it's
Well, I
emotional.
actually have it. It's on my phone.
Really?
Yeah,
Let
it's a trap beat.
music all comes from like this
I don't know if you want me to
it
do
comes from like
it.
these emotional situations, right? Where
Yeah,
you're making people when they work out, they get mad,
of course. Yep.
right? You know,
Mhm.
all these things like I'm gonna blow off some steam or whatever. They'll do
Yeah.
whatever they can. And I think that's real dope that you have something you have an outlet.
Mhm.
Mine just talking to
I'm an
myself in
emotional
the car.
person when it comes to beat. That's how I
Uh-huh.
let my expressions out. Like it's very what's it called? I'm trying to think of the
What,
word.
what
Like you know
expression?
how like you do things based off emotions
Yeah,
and like that's
yeah,
how you ground yourself
right.
essentially. So that's what I do far as music.
For your discipline, right?
Yeah,
Like
for my discipline and
and
just so I can feel better.
feel better, right?
Yeah.
That's dope.
But
That's
I
dope.
have the beat right here.
Let's hear the beat. Let's see what this beat when you was blowing off some
Okay.
steam at. Let's hear this joint. You was mad at somebody.
I was. I was pissed off.
Oh, well, I gonna need a little. Let's hear it. Seemed like you want some revenge.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, that's where it seemed like it's going. Yeah. Oh, I hear that coming in there. Or you letting them have it. It sounds. You know what it sounds like? It
What?
sounds like you in the control of it. And you about to just take them down quick.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
like that beat.
Thank
I
you.
like that beat. I like that. I like that. How long did it take you to do it?
Maybe like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Really? So it took you from an hour from when you was doing it when you first started
Mhm.
to now you only can it's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So you had to go through that whole entire
That whole phase.
yeah, that
Yes.
phase.
Yeah. It
Well
was
you
annoying, but I'm glad that I went through it because it's just like it's a learning curve. Like something that everybody has to go through with their profession. Whatever they want to do, they have to learn the small thing first and build up into the big thing.
so fly high. Tell everybody what does fly high mean.
So fly high means first love yourself first and hustle on God's honor. I did that acronym when I was just like, okay, I want to do something meaningful, something positive, and just something that will fulfill people because it was kind of like my storyline and how I felt. Like you have to love yourself with anything that you do and just in general and hustling God's honor, whether if you're any religion, you believe in a God.
Yeah.
So just hustle, do what you got to do. And I was just like, okay, that's about to be my thing. That's like my slogan. So
Yeah.
that's why I named it Fly High.
I bang with that. I
Thank you.
definitely do. Especially hustling God's honor. And I say when you're on your path and whatever, right?
Hmm.
I don't think people really understand the magnitude of stories that we go through when you were upset,
No,
when
they
you broke,
don't.
when you grew. Look, I this gonna sound fun. You in the spiritual numbers and all like that? Are you in the spiritual
Yeah, the
numbers?
angel
Yeah.
numbers.
So I
Hmm.
I tell you a story real quick. So I was doing an interview a couple of years ago, and I was dead broke, right?
Okay.
So I went to the bank. I guess my bills was just withdrawn. So the funny thing is, I had a negative 555
Oh man.
in my bank account.
Okay.
I gotta find the screenshot, but
Hmm.
things turned around quickly. But at that time, I just had to laugh at it because everything was paid, everything was good. But you see things, and it's letting you know you're just going into the right
Everything's
direction.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and always remember that when you're doing your beats and then everything that you got going on, because I see you really going far with this.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And just keep going and having that great spirit that you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it'll knock out all the
The
unnecessary
noise.
BS and just protect your space. That's super important. You
Will
know.
do.
And before we get out of here, like, is there
Okay.
anything? Oh, Fly High's out.
Yes,
If
Fly
I
High is
It's out,
everywhere
make sure y'all check
streaming.
it. It's all on streaming
Yes, streaming
platforms.
on all platforms. Make sure you guys listen to it.
Before we go, is there anything that you want to give out before we leave?
Um, I just want to give out some positivity. Like whatever you're doing right now, it's, business wise or just personal reasons, just keep going. Like no matter what, like whatever you're going through in life, you can get through it because I have been through a lot during my 25 years, but
Mm-hmm.
I just kept going no matter what. And I was just like, I am going to do some positive things for the world just so people can feel better. So just make sure you keep going.
I appreciate it. Listen, it was great. I want to say thank you. You was
No
amazing for,
problem.
starting off the new year.
Yeah.
I'm glad I had the opportunity to interview you.
Thank you so
Oh, and
much.
we have more. We definitely got to tap in with the what's it
What?
the beat pack.
Oh yeah, the B pack on February
There you
14th.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
We definitely got to look out for that. Thank you so
okay.
much for
Thank
coming
you.
through the
Thank you for
Terrance Henry
having me.
Experience. Thank you. We out. Peace.
Bye y'all.
Peace.